Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 2:27 p.m. Friday afternoon, April the 19th, 2024, year of our Lord. And man, I tell you what, dude, we had a gully washer here this morning. It came out of nowhere too. We were supposed to have zero rain all week this week, and I've looked at the forecast every single day. I looked at the radar yesterday, and there wasn't anything headed our direction. I don't know what that's about, but when I woke up this morning, I watered the azaleas and then loaded the trailer up, and I didn't pay no mind to it at first, but I just noticed, like, man, it's getting dark. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's starting to get dark. What the hell's going on? And I walked inside, told my wife, I said, man, it sure is looking gloomy out there. And she said, yeah, it's probably just humidity, fog lifting or something like that. I said, well, it ain't foggy. And she said, well, it's not supposed to rain. I said, yeah, I know, trust me, I've been looking. And this would have been the first week all year of 2024 that we didn't have any rain in the Augusta area throughout one of the weekdays. Well, I only had 2 properties on the list. One was a pond dam. Guy pays me a couple $100 to weed eat his pond dam for him because he can't get his zero. He can, and I could too, but he says he can't get his zero turn down there, and he prefers me not to use my zero turn on there because he's scared I'm gonna sue him if I fall in the pond. I've told him, like, look, man, I've got workers' comp and I've got insurance. I'm not going to sue you. And he said, I'd just prefer you not get hurt on my property. And so I was like, all right, well, if I weed eat it, it's going to be a few $100s. And he said, I'm fine with it. And it's both sides of the pond dam. His driveway goes across it, and you've got this side where the pond is. You got this side over here to the right where the creek is, where it comes out of the pond. And both sides needed to be done, and he calls me about once a month and asks me if I can take care of it for him. I do that stuff on Fridays when I do my miscellaneous jobs. That's not something I schedule. But I had that this morning. That was going to be first thing. Try to get all that weed eating knocked out before it got too hot. And then I had one property to mow on the list today, and then a gargantuan bush job to take care of for the same property that I'm mowing. And I was on the way to that first property with the pond dam this morning, and I got about a half a mile from it, and a bolt of lightning struck, a clap of thunder hit, and it was almost like that was the cue for the rain to start falling, man, because as soon as that happened, it was like somebody pulled the drain plug out of the sky, and I mean, it just came down. And it thundered and lightning for about 2 hours. And I got to looking at the radar. I was like, man, it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to do this off and on until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. And the radar, we were covered up with some nasty, heavy stuff for the better part of the day. So I called him. I was actually sitting in his driveway, and I called him. I said, hey, it's thundering and lightning out here. I said, it's raining really hard. I'm looking at the radar, and it's not supposed to clear up until later this evening. I told him, I said, I'll be back in Appling, this area, on Wednesday, because I have 2 properties to do here Wednesday. I said, I can swing by then and take care of you then if you want, or not. If not, I can just wait till next Friday to get you taken care of. And he said, well, Wednesday's fine. If you think you can get it done Wednesday, I'm good with that. So got that one. And then I called the man with the bush job in the one property I had to mow. And I told him, I said, look, it's thundering and lightning. I said, it's supposed to be like this all day from what the radar says. And he said, I know. He said, I'm sitting in my house right now, and it's just, my wife and I are drinking coffee, and she told me, she said, I sure hope Tanks don't come over here and try to work in this weather. He's going to get struck by lightning, and I don't want to see nothing like that happen out here. And he told me, he said, you know what, Matt? He said, go ahead and plan on cutting my yard Monday. I really don't want you out here on the weekends working. He said, cut my yard on Monday and then cut it again on Friday and plan on doing the bushes Friday too. So I thought that was pretty good of him. It ain't gonna be but 4 days in between. He's a weekly customer. It's only gonna be 4 days in between mows, and he's wanting me to make sure I don't miss out on revenue for the week. So I thought that was pretty good of him. But I got home and I decided I was gonna do maintenance on everything today, or just take care of my odds and ends stuff today at the house, and just try to stay busy in my business without actually doing the labor part of it. And I did a complete tune-up on the X. I changed the oil on the I, sharpened the blades up on both of them, scraped the decks on both of them, checked the blades on the Turf Master. They're still good. I scraped the deck on it. And what else did I do? Went and dumped my drain pan at O'Reilly's Auto Parts up the street. Went and dumped it out. I got 2 drain pans. I dumped both of those out, as I've got to change oil in the truck and my oldest daughter's car this weekend. I'll probably do that Sunday. But went ahead and did all that, and then grabbed both of my 2-gallon gas cans and my 5-gallon gas can. First what I did is whatever gas I had left, I used it to fill up all of the equipment, all of it. I made sure everything was topped off. All the mowers, all the blowers, all the stick equipment, everything was topped off before I left my house. And I took both the 2-gallon gas cans and I took the 5-gallon gas can, went and got some non-ethanol gas for my fuel mix, and then went and got some 91 octane for the mowers. So, and I also went and filled the truck up too. So everything's done for the weekend. I'm completely done. I've got my trimmer line cut and ready to go right here for Monday morning to stick in my pocket. Got all the equipment ready to rock and roll. Only thing I've got to do now is just hose down the equipment, get some of that sand off of it, and I'll be done for the weekend, which I am going to wash my truck. I'm probably going to wait till this evening to do that because it's so darn hot and sunny out right now. It's right at 90 degrees down here right now, and I don't like washing trucks in 90-degree weather. All that soapy water dry up and bake onto my truck. But yeah, everything's done. So I've basically got the weekend to relax. And what do y'all do on days like today when you get rained out? Do y'all? Oh, by the way, did all that, and by the time I got home, it had stopped raining, and it hadn't rained a drop since then. Sunshine and rainbows right now. I mean, don't even look like it's rained. Everything's dried out. Yards are all dried out. Man, this is the second time this has happened to me this year, but it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm not gonna miss out on any money, and everything is ready to go. I got some stuff done that I needed to get done. So also, I want to talk about blades for a second. I've been using, I use the Ripper blades in the fall, winter, and early spring until I'm done with spring cleanups, and then I switch over to the high lift blades. I'm fixing to make a change. I bought a bunch of blades. Don't even remember how many I bought at the beginning of the year, and I'm completely out of high lift blades. I use Ballard's high-rise blades, and this is something that doesn't normally happen. I've been using Ballard's for 2 years now, and I've never once had a problem out of their blades. I mean, I did have one batch of blades one time. I think it was last year, either the year before. I put the blades on, and the day that I used, the day that I put them on, I got home that evening and went to go sharpen blades up, and one of the sails was completely worn thin. I mean, it had almost a hole in the center of the sail. That's the only problem I've ever had out of Ballard's blades. Now, with the Ripper blades, I've never had a problem. Never. Not one single problem out of the Ripper blades. But for the 36, I've got plenty of high lifts left, so I'm going to keep using that. But I've got to figure something out about the 61. I went ahead and put Ripper blades back on there for right now. But I want to say I bought 4 or either 5 sets of the high lift blades for the 61, and they all got worn out. I mean, the sails on them are paper thin. One of them, the sail got knocked off. So I don't know. I mean, it's like I might be getting 10 hours use out of these blades this year for some reason. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know if any of you guys are experiencing that. I know high lift blades, they tend to wear out quicker because the blade sticks up higher and it's more drag on it. And, you know, especially down here in the South, we've got a high silica content in our soil with all the clay and sandy soil that we have down here. But I've got to make a switch, man. And right now I've got the Ripper blades on there. I don't like using Ripper blades during the growing season. I have never tried medium lift blades, and I've never tried low lift blades. If any of you guys that cut Southern Turf, Bermuda in particular, what do you guys use for your blades? I am running chute blockers on my standers, and I'm just trying to find something that's going to do a good job of mulching the grass clippings up and dispersing them well. I don't want clumps all over the yard, which, I mean, that's why I was using high lifts, I mean, because it disperses it so good. But I've got to make a switch, man, and I need something that's not going to wear out as fast, which I know medium lift and low lift aren't going to wear out nowhere near as fast as a high lift will. But just curious, man, what do y'all use? And if you've got any suggestions, drop them in the box down below. And by the way, this is not a knock on Ballard blades, man. They sell awesome products, and I've been using them for some time now, and I will not switch to any other brand. But I'm even curious about the gold blades. I know Russell up at Gwinnett Lawns put out a video one time before about the gold blades. My problem with that is I'm faced with the same problem he is. You know, he lives in Atlanta, I live in Augusta. We've basically got the same soil content, and I don't want to spend $80 on a set of blades that's just going to wear out. So just curious, man, what should I do? Should I go with medium lifts, low lifts? Should I try the gold blades? What would y'all do in this situation? But anyway, man, I'm gonna hop off here. I don't know if I'm gonna get back on here or not. I hope y'all had an amazing week, man. I really do. And for all you weekend warriors out there that are doing this on the side, or for those of you that are just trying to start a business, man, hey, I hope y'all get out there and kill it this weekend, and I hope you grow, man. But anyway, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna get these mowers washed off. I'm gonna go inside and relax for a little bit, man. But until the next one, like I always tell y'all, man, keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.